Hello friends, in the series on income tax cases, today we will discuss a case in which the addition for the unaccounted sales or the bogus sales has been made into the income of the assessee just on the ground that the assessee is not able to produce the confirmation of that party in spite of voluminous evidences submitted by the assessee to support that transaction. The issue was that whether the addition can be done just on the basis of non-filing of the confirmation from that party and on the basis of third party information. This issue has been decided by Chandigarh ITAT B bench in the case of income tax officer versus Sabo Tor Private Limited. This case is reported in 128 ITR Tribunal short note 70 and the date of the judgment is 10th November 2025. The present case relates to the assessment year 11-12. In the present case, the assessee has made a sale of rupees 2.68 crore to a group entity IINFC. The revenue do have the information that this transaction is a suspicious transaction, and on that basis and on the basis of the third party information, the case of the assessee was opened under section 148 proceedings. During the assessment proceedings, the assessee could not file the confirmation from that party, and that can be a valid ground because it may happen that after the transactions are done, the other party is not cooperating with the assessee. But the assessee submitted the evidences which were sufficient to explain that transaction, which were in the form of invoices issued to that party, the stock details, the ledger of that party in the books of the assessee, the bank statements, the tax audit report, quantitative details, VAT returns, documents about delivery of those goods. The assessee also submitted VAT assessment orders, C form, and even the certificate from the VAT department that these transactions are not bogus. But the assessing officer did not point it out any mistake in these documents, did not point any irregularity in the evidences filed by the assessee, and even did not find any cash trail which were alleged that the assessee might have returned this cash to the party IINFC. When the matter was before the CIT appeal, the CIT appeal said that in the present case, all the addition is based on the basis that the confirmation has not been filed by the assessee, and it is based on the third party information. And the biggest fault of the assessing officer is that the assessing officer has not done any inquiry or verification from the party alleged. The CIT appeal said that in the present case, the books of accounts were not rejected by the assessing officer and no cash trail was found. So, in the absence of any irregularity found in the mountain of evidences filed by the assessee, the addition cannot sustain. The revenue took this matter to the tribunal, and the tribunal also upheld the order of the CIT appeal and said that in the present case, the assessee has already included the sales made to the party IINFC into the sales of the assessee, which has not been doubted by the assessing officer. When the amount is already into the sales amount, which is shown into the profit and loss account of the assessee and which is duly audited by the auditor, so in that case, if the amount will be added into the income of the assessee, then it will be double taxation. Friends, this case gives a clear finding or generalization on the part of the income tax department that when the assessee finds, the assessee submits a number of the evidences with the revenue, the assessing authority just tried to find out a fault in the assessee, that the assessee has not submitted the confirmation or the bank statement of the third party or the income tax return of the third party, which undoubtedly is not in control of the assessee, because if one assessee will ask the income tax return copy of the other person, so it may happen that he may not provide this. So that should not be the basis for making the addition if the transaction is otherwise supported by other evidences which are in the hands of the assessee. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Income Tax Officer versus Sabo Tor Private Limited, and this case is reported in 128 ITR Tribunal, short note 70, and the date of the judgment is 10th November 2025. Thank you, friends.